Spring Valley, attended Chestnut Ridge Middle School, and 2 kids who were in 8th grade came to St. Joe's. And that was the first time I had heard about St. Joe's or anything to do with these Catholic schools in New Jersey and all of that. And I didn't think much of it, but I knew the 2 guys that came here, Ron Giroux and Stan Julian, were good athletes, and they excelled in the classroom. And then you fast forward, I'm playing in a spring league basketball game, and I meet Coach Shane Rose, and he's my coach in that league. And he's like, hey, let me tell you about where I work at St. Joe's Regional High School. And right there for me, I remember going and telling my mom, hey, if you get us in this high school, I promise you we'll earn a scholarship to go to college. And at that time, single mom, my father passed away when I was only 3 years old. So when I went to my mom, for all you young men that's going to attend St. Joe's, I don't know anybody's family situation, but when I went to my mom and I told her, I promise you I'll get a scholarship to college, I knew I was taking on a commitment. I knew I was coming here for a reason. I knew I was coming here to change what the outlook of my life might have been. And when I came here and I spent a day as a night, I didn't really know what I was getting into. Walking through the hallways, seeing some of the seniors. Back then when you had the freshman hallway and you see some of the seniors walking in and with football players. I was 125 pounds in 8th grade, and I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to keep playing football looking at these guys. And I remember the first day coming here, and we had a bunch of kids from my middle school, some kids I went to elementary school with that all came in. And we didn't all make it. And sometimes that's the reality. For you young men who are sitting in these seats, your parents are signing you up for something that they know will make you a better person, a better athlete, a better student, a better at whatever it is that you come here and you want to do. Whether that's theater, whether that's being in the chorus, whatever it is you want to do, you're going to get top of the line here at St. Joe's. But the thing is, there's a standard you have to meet when you come to St. Joe's every single day. There's a dress code you have to meet when you come. There's an expectation when you walk in the classroom. There's an expectation when you walk on the practice field. And that's what I got to learn here at St. Joe's. Because the truth of the matter is when you leave here, those standards, those expectations, they don't leave. The difference is now the people who are hiring you or that want your services for something, they don't care. They either take it or they don't, and they move on from you. Here at St. Joe's, I got to experience a loving environment. When I used to get picked up from basketball practice every day, we had a brother Reedy that would be here. And every day, he would go out to the car line, my mom would pick me up, and he'd come back in and he'd be like, hey man, you're having barbecue chicken, white rice, and broccoli for dinner tonight. I'm like, yeah, Brother Reedy, like, what the hell, what are you talking about? He would go outside and have a conversation with my mom every day, and come back in and talk to me about my dinner that I was going home to. It's those small things that I sit here that I remember, because that's what a family is. When you come into this institution, I think of a verse in Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens another. And for all you young men, I'm sure you walked in here as all young boys do, you kind of looking, I wonder what sport he plays, or I wonder what he does, and you kind of sizing each other up. You don't realize when you come here, you're going to love on each other. You're going to appreciate having each other. You're going to get mad at some of these teachers and complain to each other. You'll be pissed off at a coach and complain about that coach to each other. Those circles that you're in, you're going to stay in for life. Some of these men in this gymnasium right now, they'll be groomsmen in your wedding. You'll call on them when you're going through one of your hardest times. But that's what it's about. Because when you sign up for this journey, you're getting into something and you're going to have somebody to look to your left and your right, and you're doing the same thing. It's the biggest thing I learned in my 13 years in the NFL. When I got to the NFL, leaving college and being at Rutgers, college was all about, sticking together, and it was, when one person messes up, it's the whole team. And that's how high school is, that's how college is. When I got to the pros, and my first week there, I watched somebody get cut, their dreams end every single day that first week. I was like, man, wow. Come bring your playbook in. Sorry, man, we gotta let you go. They brought in one of my college teammates. He was there for a week and a half, and they cut him. And I was like, man, how is this possible? How can you maintain anything? How can you have a team if you're willing to cut somebody just that fast? What I learned about in the NFL was everybody signed up to have one common goal. And when you had that common goal, and every team starts the same way, to win a Super Bowl. But the thing is, every single day in the NFL, you're being evaluated if you're making that goal number one. Are you pursuing it? Are you watching film? When we study something in the classroom and you take it to the field, is it getting through to you? Every single day they evaluate that. And Coach Belichick, my freshman year, he said, my rookie year, he brought all the rookies in to an auditorium and he said, hey guys, I want to just tell you something. He said, for all you rookies, being a rookie on my team is like being in the middle of the ocean on a paddle boat with no paddles. And I was like, what? And why would you're telling us we're all gonna fail? And he said, I'm only telling you that because this is different in high school and college. He said, in high school and college, you got 4 years. You always get 4 years guaranteed. He said, here, tomorrow's not guaranteed. And I wouldn't want you to get cut or not be here anymore and say, man, I wish somebody would have told me. And I'm here to tell you guys, the training, the real life experience that you're all chasing that's gonna come to you someday, you'll first learn the foundation of putting that together here at St. Joe's. The study habits you build in school, those don't change in anything that you're gonna do in life. I got to play a game for my whole career, and I'm doing it now, watching film and talking about football. The study habits I had at St. Joe's that I had to create, I did that in college, I did that in the pros, I do that now. Learning how to compete and follow people that are either before you or next to you, I learned that right here at St. Joe's. I see Vinny Churchill in the crowd right here today as his son's entering here. When I got to St. Joe's, we heard about Augie Hoffman, we heard about Vinny Churchill. We saw them at Boston College. We saw them there in the pros. We were all like, man, I want to be them someday. I want to be them someday. And that's what you have at St. Joe's. You look around this gymnasium. There's different banners. There's different players. When you come in here, you look up to those guys. You want to be them. But the cool thing is, they're going to leave all of the crumbs for you to follow. All of the things that you need to learn, all of the habits you need to build. You're going to get that from the juniors, the seniors. They're going to show you the way. It's up to you. Man, I'm excited to be here. For you parents, enjoy this journey. My mom tells me to this day, it was the greatest decision she made. A sacrifice she made because ultimately my mom ended up going bankrupt my sophomore year in college because she put all the money that she had